What have they given us? The bare minimum information. Punch King Palooza update preview. Alright, prepare your boxing gloves. Or blow your whistle. Or like Pinky Beanie. If you want to be a referee. I like the little detail, like he's blowing so hard. That'll make his tail like stick out like that. 12 versus 1? Wow, Yeti's losing it. Pepe's killing it. Earn exclusive event rings from Spiegelman and the secret ring shop by earning secret tickets. Ooh, no, don't tell anyone. Show your strength against other Maples with the same job by competing in the World's Best Punch King for a chance at the World's Best Effect coupon. Prepare your 16 Oz rings. Explore the story segments for certain jobs once more in the updated Grand Athenaeum Maple Chronicle and get free rewards from the Fairy Bros Golden Giveaway. Golden Giveaway starting. Why? Because the summer event is over. And when is the Golden Fairy Bros going to end? When the winter event is starting. So most likely November 14th. Schumann and the Secret Ring Shop. Do we know which other version of the game this is from? I don't remember seeing this in KMS, but maybe it was in KMS? Spiegelman. MapleStory Ignite Extreme. That's already a year ago. Winter Showcase Savior? Is he in here? Ah, Secret Ring Shop. Got him! Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Opens up a limited time to provide powerful and cosmetic rings for your characters. Ooh, so sexy ones and functional ones. Which is good, because remember, we do have a ring scroll coming here in Chapter 3. Yes, there's an event ring exclusive legendary potential scroll. You might not have a legendary ring right now that you can use this on. So it's good that once we have Chapter 3 rolling around, there's also another event. And there's a Karma legendary potential scroll 100% as well. So, you know, maybe you use both of them on a cool ring. Maybe get some drop in Meso Gear if you weren't at that point yet. Nice. Link all the pitch traces. Beautiful. Participate in this new event by defeating monsters near your level. That's always cool because you can do that while you're doing your dailies and you don't have to go out of your way to do extra stuff. Every day to get start accumulating secret tickets and top secret tickets, which can both be exchanged for an item of choice from the coin shop. Some of these powerful rings include the Reboot Awake Ring level 4. That's just, you know, just Awake Ring. Awake Ring, Glory Guard Ring, Yusti Card, and many more. Of course, exclamation mark event rings, or exclamation mark rings has all the rings there with all their stats, so you can always know which one is which. Enhancement items for these rings, that's only a non-reboot, are sold in the shop, such as Awakening Ring exclusive enhancement scroll. However, Spiegelman isn't just carrying around powerful rings, he also has some highly collectible cosmetics. Some of these include the Neon Diamond Label and Chat Ring, Neon Action Damage Skin Unit and Animated, the Neon Spiegelmanroid, and more. I guess it comes with Lydium Heart, which we don't care about. What are you waiting for? Get to monster slaying. Alright. It's nice that it's mostly going to be just because of killing monsters near your level, so you don't really have to go out of your way to participate in this, and it's just going to, you know, actively work. That didn't work, Richard? Damn, try again, man. World's Best Punch King. Collecting powerful and cool rings isn't all that's in store in this update. For this update, as World's Best Punch King appears to find the strongest champion of Maple World. Is that also in here? No. We can see the Fairy Bros Golden Chariot here as well, though. Goodbye, Last Order. Maybe that'll be in the post where the strawberry thing is. Magic Stone Slab? No. Punch King. September? World's Best Punch King. Oh, there it is. World's Best Punch King Season 1. Oh, there we go. Depending on the highest weekly score recorded with a character in the world, you'll choose from triple EXP coupon 15 minutes and Tobin Harris buff with the quantity received, also depending on your score. Depending on your rank against others of the same job, a special prize will be awarded to certain individuals. The World's Best Punch King Chair coupon and the World's Best Effect coupon to display your achievement. Okay. So you get your rank on there. So you can show you're better than everyone else. Mm-hmm. When transfer hammering pencil overall, should I do it to a top or a bottom, or it doesn't matter? You can transfer to any of them. Either of them. Both works. So you can transfer from an overall to a top, and you can do from an overall to pants, and you can do from pants to an overall, and you can do from a top to overall. You just can't do from a top to pants or from pants to top. Not like cross. And then February's Golden Giveaway, we got some of the items here. Giant Lion Mount. Wow, that actually, it's pretty fucking massive. Baby Pluto. I don't know about that. So that's huge. Simply log in, accept a quest. You can receive an attendance step once you've been online for an hour. We have stuff like Pink Bee, Neon, Sign, Effect, Coupon, Cape, Permanent Thunder, Lion Mount, Choo Choo Island, Tomboy, Piddle, Set, Coupon. Okay. Other unique rewards like the Fairy Bros, Damage Skin Unit, which is not displayed here, Selection Box, and the Little Shinsu Pet Package make an appearance. It says little again, which will imply maybe Effect Pet, but it probably isn't. Probably is just a small pet, but just to make it a little bit more confusing. In addition to lovely cosmetics, there are some beneficial growth rewards for your journey, such as the Magnificent Growth Potion and a Typhoon Growth Potion. Don't miss out on all of these amazing free rewards. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. And then Graphic name Maple Chronicle. We have more than exciting events planned for this updated Grand Theft Auto has been updated with the Book of the Beginning, allowing you to look back and past stories for each job, starting with Explorer, Cygnus, Knights, and Resistance jobs. New additions will be added. Wonder if you do this. Nah, it wouldn't count as the achievement. You have to actually physically do it on the character, huh? It'd be cool if you have to play through some of this or like read through this, that'll just give you the quest completed. Already got to 260, don't need the mag pods anymore. Well, just on one character. Now you gotta do it on all of them. Get all the 6 jobs. Incoming changes. New graphical options have been added to improve performance, such as adjusting the background detail and particle effects. For Aurora, Barra, Elysium, Luna, and Scania Worlds, the tradability for pitched boss set items has been improved to allow a limited number of Platinum Scissors of Karma to be used. In addition, you can now collect up to 500 billion -1 mesos and list more items in the meso market. So if you guys are big boss killers and crystal sellers and all that stuff, and you've been holding on to too much money, then you'll have a easy time holding on to way more money now. New Star Force maps will be added to provide new options for training. Buff effects will stay active upon character death with the freezers. Remember, that's why starting earlier today, buff freezers are no longer for sale in the shop. Hopefully you bought a bunch. If you didn't, RIP your bossing for this week. Hopefully you can get some bossing in after the patch this Wednesday before the reset. When you die, the buff freezers are stayed. And certain potential stats will be removed when using certain types of cubes. So that should be talking about the defense lines being gone from everything except for weapons, of course, because they never had defense to begin with. And secondaries, because secondary weapons. Bosses such as Magnus, Black Mage, and Chosen Saren are having their boss attack range and damage pattern adjusted for easier survival. This most likely also includes Darkanel, Gloom, and Chaos Papulatus, which will become a lot easier bosses to kill. And Reboot World will be receiving notable changes to the conditions for earning bossing rewards. So this is talking about the doing at least 5% damage of the base HP of the boss that you're fighting. If you don't, then when the box opens, you won't be getting any rewards. The only things that you keep getting is quest items and the kill will still count for a clear. So, like if you're doing Black Mage Liberation, for example, and you're getting carried, not only will it count as a Black Mage clear, but it'll also still drop the item that you need to continue your Liberation. Yeah, requiring a minimum damage contribution. Yeah, well. And then stay tuned for further updates and skill changes. So what I'm thinking is that we probably get the first version of this, where you just kind of have to hope that you do enough damage, and then by the end of the boss fight, the box opens and maybe you see nothing. There is a later update that KMS did, which I don't think we'll get initially, but hopefully we'll get that soon, or very hopefully we'll get that immediately next week as well, where there's an indicator in the party menu. So if you open up the party menu, and you have the display HP on, there should be an indicator here, or later in Korea there's an indicator here with a circle, and then if it's red it means you're in the danger zone, you're below 5%. If it's... is it blue, I think? That means you're between 5 and 10%, which means you're okay now, but you're not like super okay. And if it's green it means you're over 10%, so a lot would have to change for you to... for you to not be at 5%. I think what would be really cool is if you... well, I guess it wouldn't depend on how much damage everyone else did. But I thought it'd be cool if it was like also a percentage of how much everyone did. You get the percentage, and then it's like constantly changing colors as people are attacking and bossing. But I guess that won't be happening. Okay, so for some details... the tactical relay is here... Yeah, so the ring shop, blah, 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 blah. It looks very much like this. Slightly different picture, but these items look very similar. Level 101 and up. Hunting monsters around your level. You can acquire up to 200 tickets per day per world. You can use the top secret ticket to acquire 20 tickets. Use the secret tickets to purchase various ring items and cosmetics at the Neon Market stall and the Ring Market stall. Alright, so one just for the cosmetics and one for the more functional items. Selective Spiegelman's name tag chat bubble ring is 1,500 tickets, one per world, and you can pick one from many different options. So if there's one of these that you've been trying to get your hands on, but you haven't been able to basically find in the game for a long time, now is going to be your chance to pick up one of those. A whole bunch of options. This is what the damage skin will look like. Well, different spacings, of course. Hopefully it'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4 and not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like like it looks like the display on some of the current ones. Giant ring to run in, I guess. Neon Diamond, name tag, chat bubble ring voucher, Neon Spiegelman Roid voucher, Neon Action damage skin. These are all 1,500, 1,200 for the Neon Diamond set box. Okay, for having a giant diamond on your head and in your hand. And Neon Diamond ring rider voucher is 1,000. Okay. And then we have the... this is Tenebris ring, right? Tenebris and Awake, but it seems like we had different ones. Yeah, we have Awake and the Glory Guard. So I guess they just exchanged them. Doesn't really matter though, like it's the same stats. Oh, and there's a there's a unique event ring. SS Master Jewel ring, Deep Dark Adventure, Dark Critical ring. This one's really nice for bossing mules with low crit rate, for example. It's good value for that. Shared ring voucher is just good if you need a ring slot on anything, and if you have it on at least 5 characters, it's just as good as this one. You're going to be able to get 5 per world of these, 5 per world of these, 5 per world of these. Wow, they're really... Okay. Remember though that most of these rings you can only have 1 per character, so don't overbuy. The only one you can have more of than 1 per character is this one, the Master Jewel ring. But you probably never want to get more than 1. Cosmos ring, Vengeance ring, Onyx ring, Tenebris, and Awake. Oh, Tenebris, Awake, and Glory ring. Okay, they're all 3 here. Okay, well, so they showed 2 here. They showed 2 here, but I guess it's very possible that they're all 3 here. 5 per world of each? You can get 15? I don't think you're going to be able to get enough tickets for that, probably. I'll be surprised if you can. What did I say, 200? 200 per day? And the soup chicken, but you can get over if you find any top secret tickets, which can drop from monsters? This is a 3-week event. 21 times 200 per day. That's what, 4.2k? It's gonna have to be some stuff with extra if you want you to get anywhere close to buying 15 of these rings, but okay. Pretty cool ring chair. I think the mount looks cooler. Wait, there's no chair, is there? No, there's no chair. This is a mount. Like if you can walk inside and you'll be like running in like a hamster in a wheel. Does it have the heart? No, I don't think so. I'll continue reading here, but no, don't think so. Event ring only Meister cubes. Powerful Wise, All-Stat Onyx Stone, that's only for non-reboot. That's only non-reboot upgrading the rings. And then 100% event ring only unique potential scroll, but for 2,000. I think especially because we have, you know, what I showed earlier, because we have these rings here or these scrolls here coming in P3, it makes way more sense to go for as many event rings as you can for characters that need them. Maybe bossing mules that want like a strong slot filler, or maybe your main character just needs 1 or 2 more rings, maybe for drop or mezzo, or maybe for damage. All items in shop expire in 10 days. All items are untradeable. Secret ring shop can only be used in towns. Okay, and then February's Golden Chariot, that's also coming up, so this is most likely going to be the same rewards if we have a Typhoon. So ours is probably going to be a lot shorter than this. March 2nd to June 14th. March, April, May, wait. February, Maart, April, May, Juni. Oh no, this is pretty short as well. It's just 2.5 months? This is like an 11-week one? And ours will be starting at the 30th and will go until the 14th. Oh yeah, this is 3.5. Yeah. We have... We're gonna be September, so... Until October. November. No, we're gonna have 2.5. Yeah, so we're gonna have way fewer rewards here. So I think we're here where they have 2 Magnificent Growths and 2 Typhoons. I think we're gonna only have 1 of each of those. There's gonna be some stuff cut off in between here. We're definitely not gonna get all of these things. Probably... Let's see, they have 3.5 months here. Which is... 9, 5, 6... Like 15 weeks, probably? Yeah, and they're getting 13 weeks worth, so 2 weeks less than what they have, and we have 11 weeks, so we're probably gonna have like 9 weeks worth. Yeah, so I think four items are probably gonna be gone here. So I'm guessing 1, because they mentioned here specifically the potion and the potion, so they mentioned them once. So if I had to guess, one of these is gone, one of these is gone. And then one of these weird ass coupons was cut out. Yeah, probably 2 weird coupons that they just cut out. But, you know, I mean, it's a nice little extra bonus for if you're still playing and it's free and all that. You can buy with the passes, blah blah blah. So they got the cape, event box, select the Fairy Bros damage skin unit voucher. That one is usually way down in the thing, so now it's already 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure they won't remove that one. That's always like a really nice reward. A lot of people will like that, so I'll just sit AFK for 1 hour a day while I play Starfield. Is that the new big game? Typhoon, random color, blushing, yeah. Maximum growth potion. This is what the neon cape will look like if you're interested in that. This is what the selective event pet box. These are going to be your options. I believe I have all of these somewhere. Unless I let some of the box expire. Maybe not this one yet. The Petite Shinsu. Why is it mini, petite? Mini, petite. And then they also have little. But they're all the same type of pet. They're just small. I'm just trying to confuse this. And here's the damage. The unit damage skin. Wait, this one looks new. What is this? This looks from Orange Wedges? You missed out on Mare from Ark. Mare is the dragon from Evan, I think. I don't know what that guy's name is. Am I on my Ark right now? I'm on my Ark. God, what is that guy's name? They all have short names like that, though. You can't be off by much. Mar. There's Ferret, Salvo, Mar, and Zippy. Very close. It was a vowel. Thank you, Sirity TV and Rinners. Bunch of. You should buy a vowel. It'll come in handy. Thank you for the follow, though. And then we have the big ass mount. Then we have the. Oh wow! Look at this. We have the Ichigo Bankai set. En garde. We have the 2 musketeers, your left hand and your right hand. Okay, yeah, so some of this stuff is probably going to get axed. I hope it's more of the inconsequential, like the skin coupons or something, because I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking more for myself there, but I feel like most people probably not really looking forward to that one. But yeah, I expect this to be shorter than... always expect it to be shorter. So that's this one, and then the Punch King is here. Korea had that a long time ago. I see some... Oh, he's got like a giant belt, of course. Yeah, okay. This is what it looks like in the picture, right? Yeah. Again, like not 100% sure if it's going to be... well, to which extent it's going to copy it over. Enter, you have 2 minutes. Attack Punch King. Total of 12 stages. Stages increase the level, defense, and the health of the enemies will grow higher. So as if you don't have a very high level character, eventually you're just going to end up doing almost no damage, and the thing is not going to move at all. And at that point, you know, you can keep going for if you really care about the record. But if it's just about a score, then you can basically just stop and exit and save yourself a whole bunch of time. You can wire up to 1,500 points per character. And after it ends, you can talk to the champion Tobin Hair to register in the rankings. Per character. So you can do this on every single character? Alright, time to run 55 times. Let's go. Bro, I'm gonna win the jet one if everyone already changed their jet. Dude, if anyone has like a high level jet that didn't switch yet. And before they forget to give rewards to jets that still exist, actually. That might work. That might work. Punchy King. Dude, Korean reading is easy. You'll only be registered in the rankings if you have reached 1,500 points. And you will be ranked based on the time it took you to complete all of the stages. Wait, only if you max out? Bruh. Yeah, this is a video that we looked at from, that Steve uploaded from someone else. Where it was like the TMS people. Some classes did it in like 6 seconds or some shit. Like, it was crazy. All those level 235 boss. You can check the ranking through the status board, NPC, and main towns. The weekly acquired points will be reset every Thursday, and your registered ranking and individual best record will be maintained. The weekly points rewards. Blah, blah, blah. Go to the highest points in the world. You can choose a certain number of triple EXP coupons, 15, or Tobin Hair buff. 15 all stat, 1500 HP, MP, 15 weapon magic attack, 15 IED, 15 boss for 30 minutes. That's pretty similar to the Boba buff here now, I think, right? The Wongstrand ones. I guess, well, now we have the choice to also pick the EXP one. It doesn't seem to be an option here. The rewards can be traded between your characters in the same world. These rewards can only be claimed on characters level 101 or higher. Okay, well, if you get less than 1,000, you get 1 buff. Oh, okay. This counts as the EXP buff. Either you take the triple EXP 50 minutes, or you take a Tobin Hair buff. You can pick 1 buff. But it's per character, and they're transferable. Wait. Oh no, they got the highest points. Okay, never mind. Dude, otherwise you got like 50 buffs every week. Yeah, that'd be fucking broken. Okay. It'd be funny is if they block Jets from doing Punch King. That might be... that I'm not even gonna exclude that as a possibility. Let's see. So, under 1k you get 1. 1 to 1.2 you get 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're at exactly capped 1,500. I mean, if this is 3 weeks, might be a 4-week event. At least in Korea it was a 4-week event. If they do this for 4 weeks and you get your 1,500 5 times, you can get 20, get 5 hours worth of 3x. That's not too shabby. That's pretty decent. But again, you know, all of this might be subject to change. We're just trying to get a little bit more information based on what Korea did for those events. There are ranking rewards as well. These were going for each of the 45 jobs. Reroute to regular separate rankings. World's best effect voucher. World's best Punch King chair voucher. Wow. I'm ranked 2 to 10. World's best Punch King chair voucher, and then the numbers 2 through 10 will be in there. You can see all the different effects here. Voucher? Question mark? Oh, right. And it's got like the logo of the class in there. Nice. Okay. Goodbye. Happy birthday. Well, it's like Kids Day or something, right? I don't know if they're doing anything like that. Alright. So that's this, and this, and this. Well, I guess this outfit wasn't even in there. Scroll was. So yeah, these rewards are going to be fairly different. And then Chronicle and the changes. Let's see. Is that mentioned here at all? New boss. Oh yeah, so boss difficulties and stuff changes are gonna be here as well. I guess I'll post this in chat so you can read all the details, but this is also where the yeah, this is where all the culling info is. But it should also shoulder actually looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. But it should also be where the changes to the bosses are coming, and perhaps some of the skill changes as well. Be cool if they bring those through. Oh no, wait. Oh, the boss change is not here? Wait, aren't they mentioned here? Bosses will improve. Oh, this is upcoming. This is after this. 1, 2, 3, 7, 4. So it's after that. Maple Island. Oh, boss changes and skill balances. This is Tespia though. So did they put that in this update? Yeah, it seems like a grab bag of Book of the Beginning is here. And monsters. Yeah, and all the boss changes are here, yeah. So that's more here. No, the strawberry event seems like something we're either skipping or well, that seems like something we're skipping, yeah. That's not common right now. So here's the Book of the Beginning. You get to see what it will look like, but then with Korean letters, you know, use your imagination, I guess. And stories, any character level 100 or higher that have completed the Dimensional Library, visit the Dimensional Library quest can enter. Achievement for Adventurer's Book, NPC Romance dialogue has been changed. All the way up until the storyline in Shangri-La. New graphic options. Oh yeah, they mentioned that as well. Background slider in the quality section will now adjust the amount of particle effects displayed on the map. Wonder if all these skill changes are gonna go through as well. So some of these are pretty cool. I hope they kind of just like throw those in as well. It's possible that they cluster those with later buffs and nerfs though. Oh yeah, here's the 5% damage that you need to do to the boss. Remember though, if you do carry someone and they don't do enough damage and they don't get drops, that does mean that you get full value of the crystal and they don't take any value away from you. So if you're basically soloing Black Mage and everyone else is just like supporting you and they just want liberation, progress for their quests, they will not take any crystal value away from you. Even if they add a whole bunch of damage to you, if they individually all don't do up to 5% damage, you can still get full crystal value for Black Mage, which is kind of interesting. Opens up some options. Enjoy ads. Tradability changes. Okay, so it's a lot of this update as well. This one, okay. Grant Athenium, yeah. Okay, and then the last thing here is the boss changes and all that stuff. So, main changes, Magnus is going to change a lot. If you're annoyed by Magnus right now, if you wish that Magnus was a lot easier, then this is good for you. The slow debuff attack range has been made smaller. The undead cast has been range has been made smaller. The penalty outside of the zone has been changed. In easy mode now, you don't get reduced healing outside. It's just the same as inside. For normal mode, the reduction instead of 90% reduction is only 20% reduction, which is a massive difference. And in hard mode, the reduction instead of 90% is 40% reduction. So you can still like heal half with a power elixir, you know? Or I guess a little bit more than that. In the hard mode, the continuous damage tick rate has been increased from instead of every 1 second, every 2 seconds. So it only ticks half the time. The meteor damage has been changed. In normal mode, the blue ones will only hit 60% instead of 100%. And the purple ones will only hit 80% instead of 100%. And in the hard mode, the blue ones will only hit 80% instead of 100%. So you can actually just tank those blue ones and the green ones. Individually, not together, of course. And the powerfuls are... the purple ones are the only ones that are going to kill you in hard mode. The number of meteors has been decreased as well. And then a bunch of his skills that Magnus can do have been increased in cooldown quite a bit. So you see like 8 seconds, 10, 12, 15, 15. So he's going to be just walking around way more and just kind of just chilling. And... why do I not see it here? Did I read over it? Oh, I don't see it here, but like the blue swipe that he does, where he like spins around, you should be able to just duck underneath that with the change. Which is, just easy mode. In a hard mode, phase 1, 2, 3, 4, the sleeping gas will now appear every 40 seconds in the beginning, then 30, every 20. Oh, here it says, spin cut has been improved so that it can be avoided by crouching. So this is like a major one, so you can stay on top of the boss way longer than if you get slowed and you can't dash out of the way and then he does a blue swipe, you just press the down arrow and boom. And actually that'll be good practice for a Black Mage P3, okay? To make sure that you don't get knocked around. Also, the respawn location after dying has been changed to be the center of the map instead of the side, so it doesn't negatively impact people who don't have the Spirit of Freedom Link skill as much, where they, you know, if the boss is all the way on the right side, you respawn to the left and then you have to jump through the entire map and then sometimes even die before you can get back to him. So those are major changes. Papulatus, in Chaos mode, the clock bomb's damage has been decreased from 100% to 70%, so that's like this purple beam thing that comes from one of these clocks. White purplish lilac, what is it? The wind-up claw's attack range has been decreased by about 13%. I feel like it should be decreased by about 60%, but I'll take whatever I can get. And in Chaos mode, a 5-second potion cooldown has been added. Now there isn't one, but basically if if you're not full health and you see one of those purple clocks and you have to tank it, you just use a potion before, get hit, and then like 4 seconds later you can just heal back up. But at least you can tank them. Certain wind-up clause locations have been changed again, so time for another CPAP video after this, after these changes. Turn of time pattern has been changed to one where if you do not deal a certain amount of damage within the countdown, it will explode and force teleport you. Okay. And the force teleport pattern that activates when a turn of time is used more than once has been removed. I didn't even know there was a forced teleport pattern. When the turn of time is used more than once? I didn't even know that you could activate that. Lucid has been improved so that the teleport and the dragon no longer appear at the same time. That's basically the only Lucid change, but pretty big. Oh, and also an issue where if a golem is landing and it's near you and you were walking in a certain direction, if you're working in the direction of... what happens now sometimes is even if you're walking in the right direction, because the golem is landing near your hitbox, it stops you from moving, which usually makes people think that they're walking the wrong way, and then they try to walk the other way, but then you walk into the golem again, and then you're dead. Now, it shouldn't block you from walking anymore. If you're walking in the right direction, you're walking away from the golem, so you can just keep walking, so you won't think that you're going the wrong way. For Gloom, they made it so that the balls... Again, this is all what was in Korea and what's most likely coming. But they made it so that the balls are not falling as crazy fast anymore. Even the fastest ones are a little bit more avoidable. And they also made it so that during darkness, you no longer have the falling balls. Where does he have? Oh, here's darkness. So during darkness, you're just dodging these guys, and you're dodging the hands on the bottom, and like that's it. You're not. So there's nothing falling anymore. So like bursting during this is gonna be almost ideal, because then you can't get sealed and can't get blinded and all that stuff. And all you have to do is just make sure you throw off enough damage to be killing all those guys when they spawn, and you'll just be chilling, you know. And also, I believe you could see it here. If you're high enough on the map, you can actually see the balls form. So they're not just going to start falling in with like a certain falling speed. They're going to, you know, like form at the top of the map, so you can have a little bit of a way of responding to them. Of course, if you go too high to see the balls, you might not see the purple beams on the bottom. So you've got to be careful in just like being high like this. And yeah, because then you get hit by that, hit by that, hit by that, and then maybe die, you know? And that is also coming in Darkanel, which there I think it's much more desirable. Here, removing them from darkness is already, that's already really clean. So no longer during fear mode, Void Fragments falling speed has been changed, and notice effect has been changed to the Void Fragments before they fall. And an issue where Void Fragments were created repeatedly within a short interval at specific locations. You probably have seen it before, where sometimes there's like a curtain of like 7 or 8 of them that just come down and like try to destroy you. Apparently that was a thing that happened every now and then, so they got rid of that as well. And so here they changed the colors to make it a little bit more distinct on which one does which. Of course, now we have to get used to what that is. But you can also see them right at the top of this map, right? But I think together with this, I think they did lower the ceiling of the map. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can no longer go out of bounds like on top of the map like you were able to before. Sadly. But yeah, since you can see the balls being created, it does make it a lot easier to avoid getting sealed and all that stuff. And you have more time, a lot more time to respond to incoming, incoming stuff. So easier to distinguish. Falling speed changed. Notice effect has been added. Alleviated the issue where sometimes they were created in the same spot. You know, same thing like Gloom. Dude, he's tanking it. The height of the floor of the map has been lowered, and the ceiling of the map has also been lowered. The reason that the height of the floor was lowered, I think, had to do with those red balls that were sometimes like getting stuck, and they weren't actually disappearing after a while. If you guys have done Dark Knight before, you know what I'm talking about and how fucking annoying it can be. Sometimes those red balls like spawn here, and they just keep rolling, and they just keep going until they're like on the other side of the map. And by the time the next red balls come down, like the first ones are still there, like trying to disappear. Like these guys. So this should alleviate the issue where sometimes they just keep going forever. But like sometimes they fall under like a specific angle and they just don't disappear. Like this guy, why is he still here? Like he should have already hit the ground, but it should be that as soon as he hits the ground, it should instantly oh, no, it's still rolling. Never mind, it still happens. Look at that. He's still going. He's still going. He's still going. Literally still going. He's still going. He's still going. He's still... What is collision detection? He's still going. He's just still going. That's obviously not what that pattern is supposed to do, right? So, yeah, it's a... You know... Not everything is being fixed, okay? They're just... They're trying. About to place intensely at the bottom of the map, it was hard to see the notice effect displayed off screen. The height of the floor has been lowered to minimize the meteor falling distance, and the map ceiling height has been changed so that the notice effect can be seen in any situation without compromising existing gameplay. Gotcha. Black Mage changes. The power of creation's meteor's hit ranges have been decreased by about 20%. Power of creation or destruction would be hit by the previously used attack. Power of creation meteors. Which one? Fuck. Is that the rolling? God, I don't know the official name for any of this shit. Saren changes. Chosen Saren has been improved so that the boss no longer has touch damage. That'll make the runs a little bit different. Is it down FMA? Oh, that's possible. If the Black Mage casts the power of creation destruction, you would be hit by the previously used attack. I think it's like sometimes he animation cancels his attacks and then pushes you while killing you, kind of thing. So for Saren, in all phases, the sword rush attack can now be dodged by crouching, also useful. And Saren has been improved so that in phase 2 Sunset, the Sun Slash attacks first and second hits can also be dodged by crouching. So you could just duck everything, basically, with these changes. So it should make the runs quite a bit more doable. Quack, yeah, just quack all of it. Ducker Z's all around. Then Kalos, the notice effects of the explosion patterns show the actual attack ranges more clearly. Okay, that's nice. That is very clear, actually. And when the bomb patterns... It's pretty high. When a bomb pattern activates, the number of bomb areas created has been decreased. Good. Alright, cool. Cool. Now, boss practice mode. We're not sure if that's going to be 100% added as well, but I hope so. Should be. I'd say more than 50% chance. Practice mode for Extreme Black Mage, Chosen Saren, all difficulties, Normal Hard Extreme, Chaos Kalos, and Normal Kaling. And the practice mode entry limit has been increased from 20 times per day to unlimited. But the very biggest thing that should be in the update next week, which will change bossing and the way you plan forever. It has been changed so that you can re-enter bosses without any cooldown time. However, you will not be able to enter if there are still party members inside the boss you entered previously. All party members must exit before you can re-enter. This is what KMS got with this update. If this goes through for us as well. This, combined with not needing to buy buff freezers anymore in the cash up. And there's one other thing I'm not going to dive into here, but there's one other change that Korea got around the same time as well, which I think will be in the update, which is like if you're trying to go into something and you're not in a party, but you're supposed to be in a one-person party, it like automatically puts you in a party and take you in. Or if you're alone in a party and you're supposed to be not in a party, it'll just kick you from your own party and let you in. And you won't have to like, oh, okay, yeah, and then close, party, leave, talk again, that kind of thing. These are like three kind of, well, I think small adjustments on their side, but I think for me, that's going to take away like about 60% of all of my frustration with this game. If you could just also make it so that Cash Up wouldn't crash me. But again, like I'm not going to be in Crash Up much, so I'm not even probably going to notice it anymore. But yeah, this will be massive, because like if I go into a boss and I just like get turbo inted after the first like 4 minutes, I could just leave, catch my buffs again, and then just still clear it then with the G skills on and not have to wait like another hour until I can go in again. So this is yeah, I hope this goes through. This is not mentioned in the preview, but basically the preview is, like you can tell, right? It's 1.2375, 1.2374, and oh, this is also 1.275, and also some 1.2369. So this is like from 3 different Korean patches. There's like some stuff smushed together here. So yeah, praise that we will get all of that. Certain boss contents reward, monster, HP, and damage have been adjusted. The number of attacks required to defeat them will remain at 100. Okay. Not sure why they felt the need for that, but yeah. So yeah, this is that looks like this is all the stuff. So a little bit more detail for you guys, but that's that seems like that's all the stuff that should be in the update. The Punch King Palooza coming to GMS next week. So expect the patch on next Wednesday on the 30th. I'm guessing probably at least like a... It's not a huge content, but at least a 6-hour patch. Usually for patches, at least 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. If they're combining it with like Windows updates and stuff, it might be even longer. Because it is going to be almost September, so I don't know if they're going to be live yet. But again, we'll get the details of the patch notes probably by somewhere very late on the 29th. Or on early on the 30th, depending on your time zone. So when the game is down next Wednesday, we'll look over the patch notes, update our event calendar, and make sure we double check all the details and see if all of those things from Korea actually did make it in or not. But these are things, you know, the type of things that you can relatively expect. And there could be some of those, like I said, some of those skill changes as well that are all here. But we'll have to see if we get confirmation. It basically includes a little bit of nerfs to like all of the strongest classes. So, you know, like Nightwalker, Dawn Warrior, even to Dark Knight, I believe. There's some nerfs there. And then there's some buffs for Paladin, Luminous, Mihail, I think Blaze Wizard. Yeah, all of those can, of course, be found also on the skill upcoming changes file that I keep track of. And arc changes, I hope these go through. You know, bind damage instant, endless agony goes into cooldown when you start the skill instead of when you end it, and then charge spell amplifier immediately applies to all the buffs that are already active, and you don't have to press all 4 of the skills again after it, because it's always very annoying to have to set up the burst like that. It'll simplify quite a bit. But yeah, quite a lot of quality of life, so I hope most of that, if not all of it, goes through. And we'll see next week. I'll keep you up to date with all of the details, so tune into the stream then on the 30th while the game is down, and then we'll make sure we double check everything. Thanks for checking it out.